The Circular Flow Diagram, a production by Mackenzie Bagarose. A circular flow diagram helps explain how a market economy works. It represents a visual model of an economy as a whole and illustrates how households and businesses interact with one another through in exchange for products, and then markets in exchange for resources. The circular flow depicts how money flows through the economy. The economy consists of households and firms. Money flows to workers in the form of wages, and money flows back to firms in exchange for products. The model suggests the economic phrase of supply creates its own demand. The diagram consists of factors of production that represent goods and services while using inputs such as labor, land, and capital produced by firms and purchased by households. This creates something known as the market for goods and services. Households are buyers and the firms are sellers. Households spend money and firms receive revenue. In addition, factors of production are also present. Households provide the inputs that firms use to produce goods and services. Firms provide wages, rent, and profit, and households receive income. Households interact with businesses in two different ways. The first way is that households supply economic resources like labor to businesses in exchange for income. The second way being that households use their income to buy goods and services produced, which businesses, firms then sell. The first type of interaction occurs in the markets in return for resources. The second type of interaction occurs in markets in exchange for products. The top half of the diagram, which represents product markets, shows that households give money to businesses in exchange for goods and services. Money flows counterclockwise in the diagram while the goods and services flow clockwise. Businesses are suppliers and households are the demanders. The money that from the households to business firms is consumption spending from the households and its revenue from the business firms. The products that flow from business firms to households are sales by the business firms and purchases by household consumers. The second half of the diagram represents resource markets, which show that businesses give money to households in exchange for economic resources used as factors of production. To elaborate, when people work for a business, they are supplying their labor as a factor of production. In exchange for labor, households are then being paid a wage by a business in return. This is something known as expenditure, which is the act of paying out. The money that flows from business firms to households are derived from the businesses, firms, and the income from the households. The labor, capital, and natural resources that flow from households to business firms are sources of income from households and are inputs from the perspective of businesses. Labor is an economic resource that every household can supply in the markets in return for resources.
It's all in the circular flow. This depicts the economy, just in case you didn't know. The more we spend, the faster it spins, and that's when the economy grows. The less we spend, the slower it spins, and that's when the economy grows. Yo, they say a picture.
Thank you for watching.